Right, peoples. Okay, so my cooking demonstration is today going to be based off of a very Australian cultural debate. Vegemite is a very, very Australian spread to use on your bread, on your cracker, you name it. There's all sorts of ways you can use it in your cooking even. But like most things these days, there are about 1,000 different types of different Vegemites. So this is the original Vegemite. And what do we have here? 40% less salt Vegemite. What a fucking jar of disappointment that is. This one is a gluten-free. I can't shame and name people that are gluten-free because I actually know someone who's gluten intolerant. So it's not a jar of disappointment, it's a health perspective. So we're going to try it, but I can probably assume it's not going to be the greatest. And then we have squeezy Vegemite, jar of disappointment. The next topic we're going to go into is the types of butter that is crucial, important in using along with your Vegemite. You've got dairy-free olive oil spread. You have, if you were born before 1985, I guess 1990, maybe 1989, who knows. If you were born before 1989, that would have been acceptable. Anything after that is not acceptable. It's a brick. It's a brick of disappointment. Butter is good though, but brick of disappointment. We've actually improved since before 1989. And anyone before that, disappointing. I feel very sorry for you. This is the improvement. Western Star. Spreadable butter. Butter. Smooth and soft. Still butter, just not a brick. Then we have a container of more disappointment. It's margarine. It's just putrid. It's disgusting. Some will love it. Some will want to come out with their pitchforks and bash my head in for saying that's disgusting. I did grow up on this horrible shit, but I did also grow up on the brick. And I can tell you, I preferred the brick. Until butter, improved. Then we have vegan-friendly butter, margarine, something. It's nice, it's nutty, it's not butter and it's not margarine, it's something else. Fuck knows. Another crucial conversation, very contentious debate. Then what we also have is cheeses. The different types of cheeses which is acceptable to use with Vegemite. We've got Cheer tasty cheese. We've got the fancy Jarlsberg cheese with holes in it. So you can jam some more Vegemite and butter or margarine, whatever disappointment you want to put in there. Then you've got your bigger Colby natural cheese. Basically, it's not a brick, it's soft. So then we're going to come on to the bread types. So this is like a flatbread, and how I use these is I make a Vegemite cigar on the flat pan. That's acceptable and tasty. Then we have the good old golden crumpets. Another one, very tasty because your butter and your Vegemite gets all soaked in and it's swimming all through the holes and gets wet on your hands and you bite into it and smears all over your face and tasty. Then we have the good old tip-top English muffin. Another one. It's not bad. It's okay. It's not fantastic, but it's doable. And then another acceptable type of bread. This I would only do if I was in dire straits, multigrain. But it's acceptable and it still tastes fine. Then we have the good old soft white sun-blessed tip-top bread. Again, it's full of sugar, so it's not the greatest for you, but it tastes damn good. Anything else, apart from damper, which I didn't make any damper, but damper is fine too. And if you go to your local bakery here, anywhere in Australia, you'll have these bakery scrolls, Vegemite scrolls. And so they have cheese inside them. One other thing I forgot to mention is another type of Vegemite. It's called Promite. It's been around as long as Vegemite, but Vegemite obviously came out first, and Vegemite was like, yeah, I'm Australian. And if you haven't tried this, you're not Australian. And if you try any one of these other ones, except for gluten-free, because I'm not going to bag out someone who's gluten intolerant, it's a jar full of disappointment and you're a wannabe. You will never be Australian unless you have the real deal. Either or. Then, the biggest debate of all and biggest disappointment, sanitarium, Marmite. And all of you might be thinking, what the fuck is she going on about? Is it all the same? No, it's not. Does it all taste great? No, it doesn't. So, the next topic, we're going to be toasting what is an acceptable time length to put your toast on for, whether it's really dark, overly cooked, like your meat. Is it well done? Is it, medium rare? Is it medium? Is it rare? Which is virtually a piece of bread. And how far across the slice of bread do you put your butter and your margarine and your spread? That's the debate. What is acceptable and what isn't acceptable? And it's been going on for centuries. And it's a great debate to talk about, and it hasn't been talked about. So I'm talking about it because it's crucial. And we're in year 2025, and it's taken however long Jesus has been around for, and no one's brought up that topic. The most important topic in this goddamn forsaken country. Vegemite and Promite, Marmite, cheese, butter, fucking bread. What's right, what's not, what's left, what's right, what's lefty-loosey, what's righty-tighty. Fuck knows. Anyway, we're getting on with it. Piece of bread. Get your fucking loaf of bread out. Never use the bun. That's a fucking piece of shit. Fresh. Okay, one slice of white. And zip it back up. One slice of multigrain. Take the arse end out. Who eats arse these days? Oh. No, thank you. I'll eat the arse end out of a low-flying duck, but that's as far as it goes. All right, so we bang this down. Wait for the little bastard to cook up. Now, I'm going to cook it the way I think it should be cooked. And in the meantime, we're also going to zip on the sandwich press. This is the Vegemite cigar. Now, there's my butter. Butter is crucial. And spray it with a goddamn fucking knife. I like the ones that are slightly serrated. And then you spread that motherfucker all over. From edge to edge, as best as you can. For a cigar Vegemite roll, it's gonna be delicious. And it needs to be, reasonably thick. Stab that in there. That is appropriate. Okay? Now, squeezy Vegemite. No. Disappointing. Promite is my preference. But because we're talking really about Vegemite, I'm going to go with the original shit because there is nothing else you should be using except for the original shit. 40% less salt and sugar. Piss off. God damn. Who thinks of these stupid ideas? Now, what's an acceptable spread amount? Sometimes you need to go back in and dig into that jar for a second dig at it, like I am. That's probably double the amount, but it does need to go on, I think, pretty thick. All right, and it looks like it's just been wiped by the arse end of a fucking disgusting human. But I promise you, it will taste nice. All right, and then we roll this little puppy up. Oh shit, I forgot about the fucking cheese. Okay, I'm going to use the Bega Colby because it's nice and thin. Whereas the cheer cheese, it's not thin. It is reasonably thick, but it's better for other things. And just to be difficult, not only am I going to add some Bega, I'm also going to add some Jarlsberg, just to fuck with people's heads. So, get that little puppy out. Nice thin layer of beautiful Jarlsberg fancy cheese. And then you put that up on the top rack and then you roll this little puppy up like a cigar. Oh shit, okay, yep. All right. There's your cigar. You bang that down on the grill press. All right, so that is white, that is multigrain, and they're both borderline disappointing, overcooked. And I'll show you what happens when you butter. What butter? I'm going to use margarine to show you what a fucking disappointment this shit is. Get the plastic off. All right, so more butter. I mean margarine. This is margarine. All right. Margarine demonstration. That's what it should look like. Pretty heavy. And then you get your Promite. We're going to do one Promite and one Vegemite. There we go. Nice. I find this to be acceptable. And then we're going to do, let's try squeezy Vegemite. What a fucking disappointment that is. Oh, get off, you bastard. All right. Can't believe I'm doing this, but yeah, it's just fucked up. Just so wrong. Need to mix and blend that shit in. And There you go. That's the squeezy Vegemite. This is Promite. Pretty good. I'm going to go for that buttery end. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that really tastes like Vegemite. It's pretty good. Some people won't like it because they're just not brought up on this. Now, let's get into what else are we going to try next? Let's go crumpets and muffins. Actually, I might do crumpets and muffins later on because I really made a fuck up of that bread. That is so fresh. It's so raw, soft and fluffy. And bread isn't just bread. Bread is unique to this country. And it's like everything. We've got 1,000 different types of bread. And I'll get another multigrain. And I'm going to buzz that down to about a 3 and a bit. And we are going to try Marmite, which I have not tried since I was a little tacker. I was a wee little tiny toddler, and that was the first and last time I ever tried it. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Now we've tried the margarine. What a fucking disappointment that is. I'm not going to do the butter because it's literally a brick. So we will go with the next. We've already tried that butter. So we will try this butter and that butter. That's not butter. Oh. Okay, have a look at this. That's your cigar. Oh my God. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that to just settle for a little bit. And get that ready. Get that ready. And what are we trying next? That's right, we're trying 40% less salt. Because Vegemite is a pretty salty condiment. And I think that's probably why a lot of people who aren't from Australia don't really like it, like Americans who bought this very Australian icon. And they think it's disgusting. So why would you buy something that's so disgusting to you guys when we don't think that way? We're raised on it. Basically, it's the Australian passport. If you go and open up any Australian person's bags that are leaving this country or travelling through other parts of the world, I can guarantee you, you will probably find the Australian passport, the backup, and this will be how you tell if someone is Australian or not. And if you don't have a jar of Vegemite, or at least bare minimum, a jar of Promite, you're not even Australian. Okay, let's get this little puppy open. Alright, so this is how I prefer my toast. Just, you know, medium rare. Now, we're going to go for dairy-free olive oil spread. Don't know how this is going to go because it's more of an oil. Now, this is how other people do their Vegemite and bread. They don't butter it all the way over. They do it like this. Oh, fuck, I didn't do the Nuttelex. Here we go, here's the Nuttelex. Mixed in with a bit of olive oil spread. So this is the other disappointing thing. it's not covering all the edges. It's still a bit wet. That one's not as wet. Now we're going to get this disgusting, horrible, gluggy, oh. And they go like this. They just maul the bloody thing. Okay, and 40% less salt. Just a little bit. This is the demonstrations I've seen around the country. There we go. So that is Marmite, and that is 40% less salt Vegemite. Let's give it a crack. Oh, it's not even buttered fully. It's just not Vegemite. It's not like, it's edible, but I wouldn't run out fucking trying to say, I need Marmite. And this is the 40% less salt Vegemite. No, see, that's just fucking horrible. That's worse than the Marmite. I preferred the Marmite over that. Do not, whatever you do not go out and buy this jar of fucking disgusting disappointment. 40% less salt is not Vegemite. It's horrible. Now, I'm going to get this. Look at that. Oh, fuck, that's hot and that's melting. Oh, that is fucking sensational. Oh. All right. So, save myself burning my hands, I'm going to use my tongs. There's my cigar. Oh, cheesy goodness. Oh. Oh. Fucking look at that. Oh my God. Cheesy fucking goddess. Yeah. This is one of the finest ways to eat cheesy Vegemite thingy. Oh, so good. And look at that. Oh my God. Ah, fuck. Look at that. Oh, so good. It's like melted onto the sandwich press. 100% Vegemite, full salt, and full of cheese. Yes. All right. Next one. Crumpets. Don't know if you've ever seen a crumpet. Well, that's a crumpet. See all these beautiful little holes? Fucking incredible. All right, we put one of those in there. And then we grab a muffin. But what we've got to do, I'll get me bread slicer. We'll just cut that in half. That's your English muffin. Usually we'd use that for, you know, bacon, eggs and barbecue and mushrooms and all that goody shit. But for today, we are doing English muffin with Vegemite. And I will show you the, well, actually I need to turn that. All right, so crumpets need to go on full bore because it's a different type of bread. So it needs to be really properly cooked for it to really, you know, kind of taste good. And English muffin, medium rare. A little bit of brown and just, you know, crunchy on the inside, soft on the outside, or vice versa. Soft on the outside, crunchy on the inside, whichever you prefer. Now, I'm going to go back with my Vegemite, and I'm going to open up the gluten-free. Oh, we're going to shut down this shit. This is not good. Olive oil and Vegemite don't go. Butter does go. Rock hard butter. Ugh. It's like biting a rock of oil in your mouth. Like, nah. I like my butter, but I do like it soft. So that is a jar of disappointment. We're going to put that over there. And we're going to put that one over there. And another jar of... I was actually pleasantly surprised that Marmite is actually not as bad as what I remembered it to be. It's certainly better than that 40% less bullshit. That is going to get kicked off this island. Gluten-free. Let's give that a go. No shaming and naming anyone gluten intolerant. I feel sorry for you poor buggers, because that's a health crisis. More and more people are, you know, developing or born with, you know, horrible health conditions with food allergies and God knows what, and you don't find out until later, or you find out at the worst possible time and you have breathing problems. That's horrible. So wouldn't wish it upon anyone, because I've seen the struggles, in my terms, the struggles, how different it is for someone who's gluten intolerant, but how accepting, you know, food producers are becoming with providing more gluten friendly foods for those gluten intolerant, but they've got a pretty bland diet. So you think that it might be a tough life, but to them it's all they know. But gluten-free foods still have a lot of improving to do, I think, because it's not like having gluten in your food. Like when you get past it, it just sticks together, or like your bread, gluten-free bread wraps, you can't work with it. It just falls apart. It's just disappointing. But in some cultures, pulling apart your bread is part of the culture. So, but to us, we like to wrap and roll things and flatten things down and hold on to things like a burger, and that's just our culture. And when you have bread falling apart when it's not designed for that particular meal, no, it's disappointing. And we're going to buzz this right up. Come on, hurry up. Haven't got all day. So, the other debate is Vegemite on crackers. So you've got Jatz crackers, you've got saladas and all sorts of crackers. That's another staple diet in Australian culture. It's acceptable, you know. Sometimes you don't want to have a whole sandwich or a whole meal, and you just want something light and easy. And you whip out the Vegemite, a couple of crackers, bit of cheese, off you go. Bob's your uncle. But that's another topic for another day. Oh, okay, come on, you bastard. Okay, that's fucking, wow. Oh, shit. Okay, where's me tongs? Okay. That's, yeah, a bit on the cooked side. Not great. That's pretty good. So, what are we going to do? We're going to do butter. And I like to use a lot of butter on my crumpets because I like it wet. And swimming all over it. Oh, fuck me. Hate getting burnt. Whereas on my muffin, it's still a bit wet, but not like me crumpet. There we go. Nice, nice. Like it. Now, gluten-free. Let's try gluten-free on the muffin. Oh, don't know how this is going to roll out. So if you've got holes in your bread, I fill those holes with my Vegemite spread and the butter. So that's pretty good. I like that. That's nice. That's going to be pleasant to eat. And we're going to go with Vegemite. And again, for me, I like it pretty much around all the edges, all the way around. So that's gluten-free, I think. Look at that butter. Yeah, wow. Nope. Wait on. I can't remember what I put on there. I might need to try that. Yeah, fuck, no, gluten-free fucking Vegemite. Oh, I just killed a fucking crumpet. Oh, that and 40% less salt, no. Oh, I feel sorry for gluten intolerant people, I really do. Let's try this Promite. No, that's not Promite. That's gluten intolerant. Oh. Not edible. Just not edible. It's just fucked. It's fucked my whole fucking thing. I'm done. I'm sick of this shit. I'm out. Goodbye. Fuck off and die.